rookies. All 4 rookie QBs got wins, and they'll all be in action this weekend. So let's do their matchups in a little thing we like to call Mad Minute. 60 seconds on the clock. I will lob one up, and I will start with the Chargers visiting the Browns. 60 seconds. Kyle, can Baker lead them to back-to-back wins?
I don't know, but I know this is a hell of a game. And I look at Baker, what he's doing in Cleveland. I also look at the Chargers. The Chargers are one of these teams about don't let the Chargers get hot. And the fact that they have started 3-2 for this team feels like 8-0. You know, because they're normally so stumbling on. 3-2 is a robust 3-2. They don't have to come running down the stretch. The Chiefs are the class in the AFC West, but don't let the Chargers get hot. I think they're probably going to take it.
Yeah, my eyes are going to be on the rookie, and it's going to be a rookie on each team. I'm talking about Denzel Ward and Derwin James.
Love it.
For me, it's the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. They have to be standing on the sidelines, looking across the field saying, oh, that's my competition. Because these guys are separating themselves not just as rookie, but some of the best defensive players in the league. So I want to see who steps up and make that play. And it might be both of them, and they're going to continue to have this run, and we can have this argument all season long.
Let's stick with rookies. How about the rookie kicker for the Browns, Greg Joseph? He wins last week's game in overtime. He's played in 3 games in his NFL career. They won the first one by 4. Second one, they lost in overtime when another guy kicked it. Last week, he misses a 55-yarder, misses an extra point, but then kicks the game winner that might have been deflected. They don't really know yet. Greg Joseph, weird story out of FAU. He might be the difference in this one.
Awesome. You're right.
I like it. I think the Browns haven't had back-to-back wins since 2014, but Phillip Rivers having a career year, completion percentage, touchdown-interception ratio, passer rating across the board, slowly putting his name in the conversation for MVP this year right now, so I'm going to go with them over the Browns. All right, next we have Josh Allen and the Bills. They're going into Houston. Texans coming off an impressive win. What intrigues you most about this one, Triggs?
I think that Deshaun Watson got his groove back a little bit. I think Bill O'Brien was using him in a lot of weird ways. Last week where he was getting hit in the ribs and all that. But the Texans now have rattled off a couple, and I feel like the Texans are this sleeping giant in the AFC South. The Jaguars haven't really seized it. The Titans had a chance. They didn't seize it. The Colts, they're not really a factor right now. Here come the Texans, but the Bills have surprised 2 good teams, the Vikings and the Titans. Don't sleep on Buffalo coming in there and playing spoiler.
I'm looking at Josh Allen. If you look at all the rookie quarterbacks, he's given us the best highlights. Not the biggest wins or the biggest ones, the best highlights. I do want to say this, though. As great as this season has been, there's been this thing missing from Mahomes and from Allen. When are we going to see the 80-yard touchdown pass carry in the air? What are we waiting for, Kay? It's week 6. Chuck that cantaloupe out of the stadium. I'm tired of it. Chuck it, Josh.
Yeah, we definitely want to see it. You mentioned that Deshaun Watson's getting his groove back. Well, that means DeAndre Hopkins is Tay Diggs. And I mentioned earlier that he wants to crown a best receiver.
Who's Stella?
Yeah, I know. Who's Stella?
I would like to dance with you.
Ben on Twitter said DeAndre Hopkins will not be eating off Trey White this Sunday. No one eats off a Trey.
That'll be great.
Bills will shut down the Texans. Ooh. Hey, Ben, I see you. I'm reading your tweets. We'll see what happens. It will be a great battle from the young Tre'Davious.
I can't wait to see those two. Absolutely. And I want to see, I'm trying to think of what I want to see in this one. Josh Allen as well. He's been sacked 19 times. That's crazy. And J.J. Watt leads the league in sacks with 6. So something's going to give in that matchup as well. Josh Rosen looking to follow up a career win, the first win for the Arizona Cardinals. They pulled it off over the Vikings at U.S. Bank Stadium. What are you guys most excited to see when those 2 teams square off? Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, I'm looking at my former team, and Schrager, you said something earlier this season when looking at Pat Mahomes. Just enjoy the show. Don't worry about the records. Don't worry about the interceptions. Don't worry about them being undefeated. Don't worry about him being a young player in this league. Oftentimes when it comes to Kirk Cousins, all the money that he's making and the expectations, and they have to go to the Super Bowl or else this is all a bust. But I'm just going to enjoy Kirk Cousins because he's playing at such a high level, 30-plus completions each game. I'm going to stop being critical of this team, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy the show.
Love matchups. Patrick Peterson's one of the best cornerbacks in the league, but who do you cover, Diggs or Thielen? I said it earlier this week. Believe that they have 2 Ferraris on their roster, Diggs and Thielen, and I feel like Kirk Cousins has Mario Andretti. This team has the best trio when it comes to quarterback 2 receivers in the league. I'm saying that Pittsburgh. I'm saying that Atlanta. I think it's these guys in Minnesota right now, and I don't see it stopping this weekend.
Sounds like a topic. We're going to have to talk about that.
Can you put a car seat in a Ferrari and a pack and play in the trunk and everything like that?
Penny Patrick Peterson?
Yeah, sure.
Thielen or Diggs? I have no idea.
It's tough. It's tough.
Thielen or Diggs?
Yeah, who's he covering? I don't know.
How about David Johnson? Hello, where are you? Where are you? Hello, hello, hello. I like Chase Edmonds as much as the next guy. He's on the field for these huge plays for the Cardinals. DJ, let's go.
Weirdly, the kryptonite, in a strange way, for Larry Fitzgerald is playing in Minnesota. 0-5 in his career.
His hometown?
Playing in Minnesota.
Crazy.
His hometown, the team that he rooted for growing up, and he's never caught a touchdown
He's
pass.
a ball boy for the Vikings.
In Minneapolis. Catch a touchdown pass. That's what I'm looking for. Finally, we have Sam Darnold and the Jets coming off an impressive win against the Broncos. So this week they're playing host to Andrew Luck and the Colts. What are we keeping our eye on, Kyle?
I love these Colts. I can't quit them.
Can't quit them?
I can't. I love them. They're like this friend I had that I root for that has fallen on hard times. I give them pump-up speeches. They're going to turn the corner. This has been one of the most interesting one-win seasons I've seen in a while, from the fourth down to Locke beating the ground. I think the Colts are going to turn the corner. I'm not going to give up on them. Every Mad Minute we do about a Colts game for the rest of the season, I'm going to say the same speech. I believe in the Colts.
And speaking of that friend, I feel like Andrew Luck is that friend that he didn't go out with you for a while, and then all of a sudden he was available again.
Okay.
He's like, let's go out. And he's the dude.
Let's go to Vegas, man.
Let's go to Vegas. And he's shooting a shot at everything. He's like, hey, what's up? You want to drink? You want to drink? You want to drink? They're taking too many shots, man. Too many shots downfield.
Yeah.
He leads the league with 245 pass attempts. That's enough, man. He's that guy at the bar. Hey, bro, it's time to go home. Like, reel it in. Reel it in.
Cut him off.
Get your
I don't like
tab.
seeing Andrew Luck use that arm that much. It's too much wear and tear.
Jets might have a little thing going here. They beat the Broncos pretty badly last week. They're at home again against a team they can beat. Jets win this one. Suddenly they're 3-3. They're in the mix in the AFC. And if the Giants aren't going to bring it to New York, we got to rely on the Jets.
Hey.
I think they get the win.
It's coming off his best game. He dropped 3 touchdowns on the Broncos. Let's not forget that last week. Also, looking at the fact that the Colts allowed that trade to happen for Darnold.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. Trade it back.
I don't know what that
Right.
really means for this game, but it's sort of interesting if you're a Colts fan, if you're a Jets fan, like, thank you, and also, man,
Yeah.
no thank you. Carson Wentz and the Eagles got a decisive